everybody. Trying to get situated here. Okay. All right. Make sure I got my stuff together while y'all are coming in. This is good. All right. All right. Well, hello to all of you wonderful people. Good morning to you. And as always, we're grateful to God for another day. The Lord is good to all of us. Good morning, Miss Patsy. Good morning, Camilla. Waiting on my Facebook people to come in. I see a number 5. That means that 5 people on. So we'll give you a second here, and we'll get started. But while we're waiting, let's give God the praise He's due today. As I've often said, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning, Mr. Orlando Williams. That's my brother there, Mr. Orlando. God bless you, my brother. Let's go ahead and come on. Let's get started. You all share. Someone needs a word this morning, a wake-up call, a tweet, a message on Messenger, Facebook, whatever you need to do. Let's get the word out. Let's get the word out. Let's get the word out because the world needs a word, man. Well, again, I'm grateful to God. We had a phenomenal Sunday morning service. Our 9 o'clock, 9 a.m., of course, service was phenomenal. I mean, you're talking about the move of God. It transpired just epic yesterday. Folk were set free, delivered, um, redeemed, saved, whatever had happened yesterday in the service. And we thank God for that. So let's get started. This is the prelude to Thanksgiving. Giving is the 24th of November. It happens to be my birthday. Let me throw that out there. It's my birthday. To God be the glory. We'll celebrate that on the 24th. The Lord should say the same, and I see that day. Anticipate having a great time. But the bigger picture here is Thanksgiving should be every day. And we're going to talk about the next few days, gratitude. And of course, the subject today is be grateful. I remember when I got saved, Tremaine Hawkins, one of the songs she would sing, the Hawkins singers would sing was be grateful for someone else that's worse off than you. Be grateful. It's a great song. Early in my walk and my path and learning how to become a Christian and learning how to really focus on God in the midst of my tests and trials was being grateful was a part of the foundation. It really was. It was difficult. Let's be clear. Being grateful, it's not something that you're gifted with. It's not something that someone can bestow upon you. You can't purchase it. You can't go to, the grocery store or go on Amazon or one of those outlets and get it. It's not for sale. It's not for sale. All right, let's see here. Let's see something. Okay, but it's something that you and I have decided that we're going to do, be a part of, and you don't want to wait until the fourth Thursday in November to be grateful. That's a long time to be waiting to develop gratitude. So I want to talk about be grateful. All right, the gratitude test. It's a test. So when we think about that, gratitude is defined as thankfulness, gratefulness, appreciation. Man, we're going somewhere today. All right. Gratitude is a feeling or attitude in acknowledgement of a benefit that one has received or will receive. You can be grateful for what you have, and you can be grateful for what you are believing God for. My God. That's gratitude in the sphere of faith. You don't have it right now. You don't see it. It's not tangible. But because you expect it to happen, you're grateful now. All right. So it's a test. And I talked about that last year. I'll talk about it again. Gratitude is a test. It's an examination. It's an examination. It is a practical task to gauge. God gauges our gratitude, our appreciation for life, for his benefits, for people in our lives that have helped us along the way. God is watching all of that because that becomes, again, the foundation for more benefits and more blessings and more favor. Y'all ready for this? Two basic perspectives. Number one, talking about gratitude. Gratitude is defined as the experience of gratitude. In other words, experience suggests the knowledge I gained from being grateful. I gained something from being grateful. It's a knowledge, it's a knowing, it's an understanding. All right. Number two, gratitude is an emotion. An emotion, in other words, it's a state of mind. It's a state of one's consciousness. You are emotionally conscious, aware of God's goodness, God's mercy, his compassion, and so your emotions are connected to this. All right. So we have discovered in scripture, this is a generation of, the Bible says, ungrateful people. In 2 Timothy 3:2 says, for men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient parents, unthankful, unholy. Let me say it again. This is what we're dealing with in this generation. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers. They disavow God. Disobedient parents, unthankful, unholy. So, I'm talking about the gratitude test and being grateful. You can flunk this test. And many have flunked the gratitude test. Christians, God help us today, have flunked the gratitude test and often find themselves ungrateful. Israel was ungrateful. Ungrateful, you all. They died, that first group died in the wilderness because they complained about the process. Here are 5 reasons why we should be grateful. Number one, gratitude softens the heart. Number two, gratitude uplifts the soul and spirit. The soul is the perfect you, or the spirit rather is the perfect. That's the part of us, body, soul, and spirit. We're triune creatures, okay? It is the spirit that is perfectly God. Because when you get saved, your spirit is changed instantly. You're perfect in terms of your spirit. But it's the soul that's got to be transformed. Because the soul is where all the bad stuff is stored. All the hurt is stored. It's in the soulish realm. It's in that inner core of our being. And so there's stuff in us that is against God. So we got to really work extra hard to unload, to unpack some stuff that's in our soulish realm. All right. Number 3, gratitude. Gratitude transforms the giver and the receiver. So when you're grateful, you're not only being transformed, but you're also transforming the person who receives gratitude. Check this out. Number 4, gratitude is free. It's free. It's free. Number 5, gratitude is a gift that keeps on giving. It literally takes on a life of its own. Gratitude is a gift that keeps on giving. Man, keeps on giving. It literally takes on a life of its own when you're grateful. Let me close with this. A grateful heart, and this is James E. Faust, I quote, he says, a grateful heart is a beginning of greatness. It is an expression of humility. It is a foundation for the development of such virtues, listen, as prayer, faith, courage, contentment, happiness, love, and well-being. This is powerful, man. Let me read this to you again, just in case you missed it. A grateful heart is a beginning of greatness. It is an expression of humility. It is a foundation for the development of such virtues as prayer, faith, courage, contentment, happiness, love, and well-being. Gratitude. This is something I wrote. Gratitude is the foundation and the cornerstone to greatness in God. We cannot be great in God without being grateful to God. You'll never be great in God without being grateful. My God, you'll never be great in God without being grateful, because it is the cornerstone, it's the foundation for greatness in God. And if you wonder why you're not great, because you're probably not grateful. Not great does not suggest that you're gonna be the best of everything, but you got a great attitude for starters. Great attitude for starters. And that great attitude is contagious. It's contagious because it overrides complaints. It overrides sicknesses and diseases and poverty. It overrides rejection. Whew. Overrides it. It does. Because when you're grateful, the gratitude trumps the other stuff. When people around you are a bunch of sourpusses and complainers and stuff, you bring the flavor to the coffee. That's right. Your flavor is such a fragrance in the nostrils of God that He keeps on blessing you, because He knows He can trust you to show gratitude. Yes, He can. All right. So I want to just encourage you today, as we are on this journey called life. Be grateful. Be grateful. If you've suffered the loss of a loved one, you're dealing with grief, it happens, you all. You're in bereavement. Somehow you got to press past that grief and say, God, I thank you. My mother was with us for 73, 74, 75, 76 years, whatever the case may be. I think 76. But I'm grateful to God for the 76, she was 77 years just that we had her. 64 of those years, she was my mother while she was living. I'm grateful. You got to be grateful, even though it's a painful process. It's a painful process, but you got to find a way to be grateful, right? Now, very quickly, I want to invite brothers to be a part. We're kicking off Men of Valor Bible class, Bible study tonight. It's going to be phenomenal, taken from Tony Evans' Kingdom Men Rising every Monday at 6 p.m., 6 to 7. I know y'all watch football, so we're going to make it happen, get you out of there. But you can go to the Facebook account, because Bishop's Calvin Scott. My Real Talk with the Bishop. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Instagram. You can get the Zoom link, no matter where you are in the country. You can get the link. I encourage the sisters and mothers who have male figures in your life. Listen to me. Send them to this link. It's going to change your life, change your marriage, change your family, change your husband, change your son. So we're going to be doing this thing in real time on Mondays from 6 to 7. It's 1 hour. Go there, get the Zoom link. No matter where you are in the world, for that matter, you can join us at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Let's get the link. Let's get online, brothers, men. We can't do this by ourselves. We need each other. And so we'll encourage you to be with us tonight at 6 p.m. as we talk about men of valor and kingdom men rising. It's time for men to rise up. Be blessed. Be grateful. All right. Have a wonderful day. Let's get the word out. Have a great day. God bless you.